Good morning everyone. Today we'll discuss about PHP's file handling, that is files and input output. Okay, so basically if you go to to achieve the operation of files, there are basically some obvious operations, that is open a file, read a file, write to a file. Okay, and with those we have some security, like we have to open the file, we can read only the file, or we can provide certain privileges. Okay, so first of all, opening and closing a file. If you want to open a file, we can use a keyword which is inbuilt in PHP, that is fopen. And before opening a file, you have to check whether the file is present or not. Okay, so that can be one of the validation while doing some file operations. Okay, as you can see, open a file using fopen, get the file's length, file size. If you want to fetch the file size in bytes, so it will be displayed in bytes. Okay, read the file. If you want to read the file once it's opened, you can use the read, and afterwards whenever the operation is performed, that is closed, you have to close the file using the close function. That is the good programming exercise you have to follow after opening the file, and have to close the file. Okay, so fopen, the syntax of fopen is the variable name is equal to fopen, which is a keyword, and whatever file you want to open, you have to specify in the inverted commas. And this is the write. If you want to write to a file after opening, you can specify here, that is the privilege, read, r, a, append. Okay, for that reason certain options are there. W for writing a file, r for just read. Read you can give to a user that can set a privilege. This is the user, we have to write only for the that user to read the file, not writing. A is to open for write only, that is telling that okay, just for write only, not read. W plus opens a file, read and write, that is it has the privilege of reading and writing. R plus file is open for read or write, it depends upon what type of you use on a project. Okay, so these three are the options. Maximum will be using this three. Okay, depending upon the advanced projects, you can use this kind of things. I'll be sharing this notes after this video ends. So if read, okay, if read is used to read a file once it's opened. Okay, so the syntax, so with an example, this is the variable which I'm fetching the text. Also one more, if your file is present somewhere, you can use this symbol or else use this symbol. Okay, so since it's present in my folder, just my file name.txt, open using open, and I want to give the read privilege. File size, I am using file size keyword to fetch the size, how much size is present in that file. And if read, okay, so after fetching the size and opening the file, I am reading the contents of it, that is the file and the size. Okay, next is if write. If what, in case if you want to write, you can use just to demonstrate with an example, I'm opening the file with the write. Okay, so if you want to write, actually the write function, the write text, whenever variable name, just I'm writing this text to that file which I'm opening it. And if you want to write the contents to this file, if write $file, this is the text it is holding, and $text is the value. Okay, so to demonstrate with an example, I have on my local host, first of all I'll show you how to read a file. Okay, so basically again I have enclosed in the body tag the PHP. I'm assigning variable and assigning the value, this text. Okay, this text is 1 second. This text is present here, that is demo. It's a text file. Okay, so inside the contents are, this is, I want to read this file. So if I want to read, I specify the variable. You can write any variable name, okay, like LP, anything. But to demonstrate, I've written file name, and this is the file. Okay, so I'm opening the file in read mode, that is I just want to read. I'm checking for the validation. This is not the validation. If file is not present, that is false, so display an error and exit from it, that is come out of the loop. Else, this is the else part. Okay, I have not written else because it's obvious that after this condition, if this condition not true, then go here. So I have not written the else condition. File size, I'm writing the file size. File text, I'm writing the file which I have fetched, and I'm also assigning the size of it in order to display to it. Okay, you have closed. So it's a good programming practice to close the file which you have opened. And echo file size, I'm just displaying the file size in bytes. I said we can display the file size in bytes, and whatever contents are there, you can see here on the line number 23. file text what I have read here in some bunch of bytes will be displayed here. In order to show it as an output, you can see the contents MCA docs is of 15 bytes. The same content is present in this text file. Okay, this is just a simple demonstration of how to read a file. But in case if you want to write to a file, okay, I have one more program here to demonstrate. Say basically just don't get confuse about I'm writing the code here and code here. This is for write to a file. Just now I explained how to read a file. The code is present here. I'm just included both the function that is read and write in a single program. Okay, for now I'll just comment this all remove this. And one more, since I said from beginning of the video or beginning of the classes that you can enclose in the body tag, also you can use before the HTML tag like this way, since PHP is much more flexible and user friendly. Since I want to write to a file, I'm assigning the variable of the file name, that is demo3. Okay, if open that file, that is this one, and write, provide the write operations. Again I'm checking for the validation. If it's of that is true, then exit, or else this one, write the file, this one. This is a simple text, so this text will be written to this file. And if close, good programming practice to close the file. Okay, I'll execute this. Now you don't say output. Why? Because I'm not written here echo command, just I'm writing to a file after opening it. Okay, if I want to see this text written here in demo text, go to this file. Okay, you can see, suppose I want to change this text. Okay, after saving that, just you have to go and refresh here. After refresh, close this, you can see. So this is the basic operation of how to write a file. Okay, in this file, for your understanding, I've written the read part and the write part. Okay, so this was the PHP file operations. So if you have any doubts, just ping me, message me, and thank you for your time.